happy birthday to Jeff from Andy.
Happy birthday.
This is a song neither of us know. Well, whatever. We know it now. Thank you so much. And really happy birthday, Jeff, from us. It's a lesson too late for the learning, made of sand, in the winging Calvin-High, my soul is turning, in your hand, in your hand. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? Well, I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. You've got reasons aplenty for going. This I know, this I know. For the weeds have been steadily growing. Please don't go, please don't go. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? Well, I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. As I lie in my bed in the morning, without you, without you. Each song in my breast dies aborting, without you, without you. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. That's a lovely song. It's beloved of many, many people. Dolly Parton and
Oh, I can really hear
the
some of
guy,
that.
some co-wrote. I don't know.
Does the internet
I
say
think
that
Dolly
it's a
probably
country
wrote.
and western song?
I
Or
don't
is it
know.
a folk song?
It sounds very Irish, but when you play the
It's a Portuguese guitar.
Portuguese guitar, not shaped like a guitar,
Guitar.
not tuned like a guitar, not nothing like. What is it? How is it
It's
tuned?
tuned like a Portuguese guitar.
Tell us how that thing's tuned
Well,
and how you switch from it
it
to another
has-
instrument to another instrument to it.
It has relations to different Portuguese guitars, such as the ukulele, in that it has a major sixth in its tuning, and like instruments that you find from Latin America, like the cavaquinho. Like the cavaquinho, not like the cavaquinho, like the instrument that is. What's wrong with my brain? It's got an armadillo at the back.
Funny thing.
It's called a
Sometimes your
charango.
brain's got an armadillo at the back. My brain sometimes feels like it's got an armadillo at the back.
Many of these instruments have a major sixth chord, but yeah, it's tuned like that. It's tuned in courses, 6 courses. The bottom 3 are octaves.
2 strings each.
2 strings each.
How do you go from a contra guitar to that? Or from anything to anything, for that matter.
It's pentatonic.
Well,
so it contains
you
the
can say that.
root, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 5th, the 6th. That sounds
It
quite
helps
Asian.
to have a knowledge of
Doesn't it?
both applied and theoretical of theory.
Yeah, you'll find most people in Portugal and other places play this with their fingers with their so-called fado picks, which are plectrums that you
Sounds
attach.
like an insult, you fado pick. You...
Plectrums not that you put on this side of your finger like you would have on the banjo, but they go on the other side of your finger, and they were actually used
Particular
in the 19th
motion.
century on the guitar and the banjo, such my researchers thrown up. But actually, it's not very common. And a lot of other things are old about this instrument, such as the Preston tuners, the watch.
Oh yes, those are the most
tuners. So
interesting
weird.
thing about the whole thing.
Very
is
few
these.
instruments, apart from the cittern and the Portuguese
Imagine
guitar.
winding
have
up your
them these days.
wristwatch, but you just make them bigger and put them at the end of this thing. I mean, why?
Weird.
It's so funny.
That's what it is. Anyway,
so
thank you
took
for
the
the request.
opportunity. It sounds
And
very sort of folky.
it was
sort
so
of,
fun
sort
to
of...
have the folk song. If you would like to make your own request for a birthday, for a Happy New Year, for any time, or a song indeed for yourself, please go to patriciahammond.com/request or click this QR code right now.
Oh God, the QR code.
It's just there. It's
He's-
above me. I'm still here. The QR code is now here.
deployed the QR. The button that deploys it.
That goes to the same link.
We
okay?
can't see it, but you jolly well can.
It
with all
costs
its
40 British
ugliness.
pounds. You pay on PayPal. We lose the money for the transaction and the conversion, but you know, that's okay.
Some you win, many you lose. That was the first Catholic priest I was friends with, Father David. Some you win, mainly you lose. He used to say a lot. He also used to go dying, dying, dying. He used to quote bits of Benjamin Britten, but pretend he didn't know. He did. Anyway.
Well, it's been a pleasure to play this request. As I said, you can press your thumbs up.
Should you so desire.
I mean, you can press your thumbs down if you don't like that.
Whatever.
But at least leave us a comment and say, I prefer insert folk singer.
I prefer normal tuners on my guitars. Shall we pose for a thumbnail?
We already did.
Have we?
But let's
How
do it
little
again.
do I remember? Yes, we did. Now I think of it. Yeah.
That's okay. See you all later.
Happy
Good
birthday,
day.
Jeff.
Happy birthday to you. Have a great
Yes.
time.
No.